Hello. Hello. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. I'm Alanisa Sada Salahadin. I wanted to do different today. My actual goal is to show you guys this building of your own interpersonal relationship. It's everything that you could think of that makes you feel good. As you just saw, I did a couple yoga poses. That is something that I do for myself every single opportunity that I get. I try to stretch and just give my energy a place to go. And so for that beautiful understanding that I'm building, when I feel tightness and tension, I don't tense up. I've learned to contort my body to release that energy so that I'm more fluid in my motions and in my emotions. Believe it or not, like the tightness in your body also has a lot to do with you emotionally storing stuff. Hence why the the emotional intelligence is very important. In self mastery, which is everything that you can do for yourself to learn yourself as yourself for yourself on purpose. You do things that make you feel good. And so today I just wanted to share with you guys some things that I do is a form of self-love. I was posting inside of one of my groups that I have on Facebook, and this one is actually it's a therapeutic, it's inside out beautiful therapeutic living or therapeutic. It's a therapeutic lifestyle group that I have, and I post beautiful things and illustrations and stuff. But I today is March the 2nd, and so I had to update my interpersonal goal. And every month I've been doing that, but I've also been posting it to inspire other people to do this. An interpersonal goal is something you do for yourself, just like self love is the beautiful things that you do for yourself. So, with that understanding that I need to put back into myself, builds my understanding of how important it really is for me to do these things without waiting until something's wrong or without falsely trying to suppress my desire to feel good. And so I highly encourage you to build, just create a list, one thing a month. This is for you, or however many things you want, but be gentle. Being gentle is being mindful. And so I put one thing, literally, this is the paper I post. I put one thing every single month now on this paper or another paper until I don't have any space. And maybe I'll change the color or something, get fancy and creative with it. That's the thing. Like, it's not supposed to be enjoyable. I do it because I enjoy it. I do everything that I do because I love me. I share beautiful things because I love sharing, but I love sharing beautiful things with other people that are beautiful to me. And so even this platform, and creating this channel, it's purposefully to encourage you to become yourself, to embrace yourself. Become more creative and inventive in ways that you can express yourself and live better doing that. This is a very it's a very beautiful life when you're actually enjoying yourself with everything that's going on. It's not to say that it's perfect. There's always going to be things that are happening, but because you're not so fixated and focused on those things, you can enjoy your life. And so this whole video today was literally just for me to come on and encourage you to, one, create interpersonal goals. Just create interpersonal goals. People have New Year's resolutions. Those are cool. Those are fine. But how many people actually successfully do them and are grateful when they're done? Interpersonal goals are things that you honestly can be grateful for having created for yourself. And it's not a chore. It's not a chore. An interpersonal goal is really something that you look forward to doing and you wish to do more of because it helps you feel better about being yourself. So I want to encourage you, one, to create interpersonal goals, and then two, I want to actually encourage you to Do something for yourself. That was the goal that I set for myself on my list of interpersonal goals for March. I said that I'm going to do 2 things daily just for myself. It sounds very selfish when you think you're going to do 2 things just for yourself, and it's absolutely true. That is absolutely a fact. I am. And I am so serious. You just seen me do my yoga. Now I'm about to put a fresh, clear coat. Wait, now I'm going to buff first and talk to you guys about self-love. Like, and this is self-love. Like, all of the maintenance that you can think of for your body, for your mind, for your spiritual development, you know, that is self-love to me, you know, in a spiritual form, because it is something that nobody else can benefit from until you do it for yourself. That's the spiritual component to everything that we do. You know, you have to have experienced it for yourself in order for other people to reap the benefits. You know, the happier you are, the happier the people will be around you, or the people that come in contact with you. Prime example, and this has happened several times, if you've been in any type of environment with customer service people, they typically, some people come to work on days they should have stayed home. And I'm going to say it that way and leave it like that. Some people come to work, they go out into the public to do a service for other people, but they have the worst attitude. And you're like, why are you so angry? Like, I only wanted, this is when I ate meat, but I only wanted chicken at Popeyes. And the girl had the worst attitude because my daughter, who I believe was 5 at the time, was indecisive on what she wanted. And I had to wait. I don't make up my child's mind for her. I gave her birth. She had to think on her own. And I highly encourage you, make your children independent thinkers. They need to understand that they have the ability to think on their own. And I do. And this lady got mad, or she was younger than me, so I was, yeah, lady's appropriate. But she got mad because I didn't rush my daughter to make up her mind about what she wanted. And I'm like, well, because I'm paying for it, I didn't think there was a time constraint. Well, I'm just doing my job, and this is another thing. All of that, this is a lot of energy. This is just all of this moving unnecessarily. You just see me do yoga. Those are mindful movements. That helps you poise and posture, you know, elongate your neck and build these beautiful lines. And you're doing all this, and then later on in life your body starts to deteriorate, and it's in the same motions. Your muscles are responding, your body is responding, and it's breaking down in the same capacity in which you choose to contort your body, but you don't have no control over those things. So I encourage you too to check yourself, check your body posture, check your hand gestures, check your movements. You know, there are beautiful things called mudras. Buddhas sit with their hands in certain positions because they're doing something. This means something. This means something. You know, this means something. This means something. Like, I encourage you to look into mudras so you're not just using your fingers and giving away all your energy unnecessarily. But she did. She had the worst attitude. And we experienced that. However, what I learned in that instance is I have more control over what I do to others, because I didn't jump on the bandwagon. I wasn't rude to her. I wasn't mean to her. And I did compliment her in my own energy by not doing what she was doing to her. And I turned it into a learning experience called the manager everything. I didn't make a scene, but I feel like if you work in customer service and on the days that you don't feel like being a nice person, you need to stay home. And I told the manager that, and she apologized. My chicken wasn't free, but I did enjoy the experience in itself. And so I encourage you to go out into the world feeling like yourself. Remember, the more love you give to yourself, the more love you give to others. You have to give to others. You build up an overflow. Building interpersonal goals will help you better acquire that feeling vibrationally within yourself. So when you're giving, it doesn't hurt. And with that understanding comes understanding. This is all about creating an experience and doing things. So don't just take my word for it. Do something good for yourself, and then go and do something good for someone else, and enjoy the feeling of doing it, because you're doing it on purpose. You took time out and loved yourself. Your goal was to give something to someone else on purpose because you did something for yourself. That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. That is very Christ-like, if I might say so myself, you know. But we all have things that we want to do for ourselves, whether big or small. And they're all accomplishments, whether big or small. But setting time aside to literally do something as simple as putting a brush top coat on your nails. If you like to get your nails done at the shop, by all means do it. I'm personally one of the people that like to do things for myself. Like, I enjoy taking my time and treating myself to my own time, to my own patience, to my own love. That's what this is. This is self-love. With self-love, you develop self-mastery. And I have time to sit down and do my nails. I have time to think about other things. And that's what it's about. So I'm not going to hold you. However, I am going to finish polishing my nails. But I wish you all wholeness, divine love, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. And if you're not, I hope from the moment you see this and you realize that there's so much more to you, especially when you give to yourself, it changes. So until next time, I'm Alanisa Sada Salahadin. Wholeness.